Man, it's cold.
It's gotta be 10 below. It's a little bit different than pirates.
Okay, we're blowing up the ship today. There'll be 7 cameras, 3 unmanned, 4 manned.
One of the fun things about this explosion is you have no idea how big it's going to be.
They gotta load the debris mortars, load the gas, once they put the bombs inside the bottom of them.
There's a finesse to 600 gallons of gasoline, apparently.
Getting our cameras in position, getting our bomb ready, and then it's kaboom.
Fisher, you guys ready to go?
I'm good to go. Let's shoot this puppy dog. Okay, here we go. Roll sound.
Hey, camera, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Picture is up. We're rolling.
And action! Fire, fire, fire!
There's a cut. Hi. Is everybody okay?
That was great.
Well, I'm going to get straight to the point. Someone's going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Oren Aviv came to me and said they had a great idea for a movie, and what if somebody had to steal the Declaration of Independence? I love caper movies, I love heist movies, I love adventure films. Suddenly all of that was happening in one movie, and I got really excited.
John P. and Oren Aviv from Disney came up with this idea. And they put it into development. They were developing it for quite a while, but couldn't quite bring it home.
I'd heard Jerry had secretly read it and knew about the project, and that was a good sign because he was interested. So we talked and we thought, you know what, bringing both of our strengths together could be a really good thing.
You know, we jumped in as we normally do and figured out a way to solve the script problems that have been bothering them and, you know, got it to a place where Disney said, hey, I think we like this, we're going to make the movie.
Usually in a treasure hunt movie, the trick is how do you get to the treasure? In this film, how do you get to the map? Mark?
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
You take a premise that's so outrageous. Who would ever think of stealing the Declaration of Independence? And yet, that's what we do in this movie.
Get out of there. Get out of there now.
I'm taking the whole thing. I'll get it out in the elevator.
Here's the action. I shot 1, 2, 3. That's bullet hit 1, 2, 3. When he gets hit with the bullets, he's going to go back against the elevator door.
You can't storm in and bully your way into the National Archives. It's very complicated. This isn't something we've made up.
We're in.
We went to people who had that kind of skill. They're on our side of the law. And said, if you had to steal a document out of this building, how would you do it?
Still hot? We're hot.
And action! Gun comes out. Fire, fire, fire! That's a cut. Excellent. Check the gate.
Stand by, ready, and let's roll video.
It was also really important to shoot in real places.
The only way to protect the Declaration is to steal it.
To give you the reality of the movie, you have to find places that are appropriate as far as history is concerned, and especially Washington, D.C., where so much of our history is a part of the city itself.
So we went to Washington, D.C. We shot at the Lincoln Memorial, at the Jefferson Memorial. We went to the National Archives. We went to the Library of Congress. I think it made a big difference for us.
Probably the most amazing scenes as we shot in the top of Independence Hall where the Liberty Bell used to be, because not a lot of people get to go there, you know, up into the bell tower, which is a rare chance to even be there, let alone shoot there.
How cool is this?
This is really rad. Hey, Mark.
Action.
All right, I'm going to go down there, and you meet me in the signing room.
Let's go.
It's kind of incredible to me, standing in the room where the Declaration was, in fact, signed by all the Founding Fathers. The last time this was here, it was being signed. And I thought, wow, it's amazing how young our country is and how important this place is.
The success of my career is really due to the people we work with. And Nick has given me so much in the past. You know, this is our 4th movie together. And he's got a unique quality of toughness, bewilderment. He accomplishes so many things by just putting the camera on.
Oh, come on!
I was really concerned what Ben's motivation was. I mean, is he wanting the treasure because he wants that money, he wants that cash? Or is he more of a historian who wants to restore history to the world? Here's to the men who did what was considered wrong in order to do what they knew was right.
He makes a character in his mind, and he just brings so much more to what is actually written in the script.
Treasure is a myth. I refuse to believe that. What am I doing? Do what you want, man. Do what you want.
Nick is a very, very playful guy. He is really playful, and he likes to have that silliness to keep his creative energy up.
He has a certain kind of volume control where he literally can turn up his performance to a point where he just goes for it.
Got it? That was pretty cool.
For me as a director, directing a small romantic comedy or directing a huge adventure film, it's the same job. You show up every morning, you're dealing with the actors in terms of getting an authenticity to their performance and the dialogue. You're telling the camera crew where you think the best place for the camera is so that you can tell the story.
You have to work out exactly where you're standing at the moment the door.
He's an actor's director. This is a guy that's in charge of a million things a day, taking care of effects and the photography, and he's always aware of the performances first.
Just pick up all that action.
Actors appreciate it because the final product is always more powerful when there's that harmony between director and his actors.
I found something.
Cut. Very good. Very good.
Go!
There were a lot of challenges for that DC car chase. We're dealing with the catering truck, which doesn't go that fast. So we had to make something exciting without making it your traditional chase.
You move, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, we got tossed around quite a lot in the catering truck. We were going over bumps in the road at incredible speed, so that was quite interesting. We put some pans falling on your head.
Grab on for your life at that point. Hang on and swing.
Diane did some incredible stunt work herself, even though the more dangerous stuff was done by a stunt person. Most of the stuff where you see her in the film is really her swinging on the back of the truck and jumping from one truck to another. So I thought she was a real trooper.
Those days were like the hardest. I had to go on a vacation afterwards for a week. I felt, so sore.
Oh, no.
Set and action.
We had two huge decisions in production design. How to make things that don't exist look like they exist, and how to recreate the secret catacombs underneath Trinity Church. So we did an enormous amount of research.
We visited many Masons' temples, and they told us about their symbols and their rituals, what the unseen eye did, what a certain type of cross did, and so on. It's very complex, and we incorporated that. So that automatically gave us a logic and a look, which is always nice. And these would be our catacombs. Remembering in our story, this has been hidden from the public for about 300 years. But we talked about how long it should be. Should it be a straight catacomb, or do we come around the corner slightly so it starts to reveal itself? Ben and Abigail and the gang would actually come down the shaft in elevators, which you can see being operated there. It all works on hydraulics and counterweights.
Our job at Asylum was to make the shaft look as large and scary and as realistic as possible. We had to combine our 3D model with the live-action environment of the shaft.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's a big set, but it's not bottomless like it was supposed to be, so we had to extend the set even further. We want to see that it's very deep, and yet it has to be believable as a structure that's made from wood.
Asylum got involved with National Treasure due to the relationship we've had with Jerry Bruckheimer and with Disney for the past 5 years. In the film, we worked on probably around 350 shots. We talked a lot about the open sequence of the film. In that sequence, we had some motion footage scenes where we had to do a lot of atmospherics and obviously a CG ship. One of our biggest challenges was completely animating the sequence which shows how the Declaration of Independence is kept safe. We did lots of layering effects for the film, a lot of compositing, and we even added water to the pool in front of the Washington Monument.
The interesting part about the treasure room are the fire troughs. When Ben dips his torch into the oil, lighting the troughs, the treasure room miniature was shot 1/6 scale, and the fire troughs were shot full scale.
These shots were particularly challenging just because of the number of elements involved. Somewhere between 100 and 200 elements that build up. So here's the original blue screen shot. We take the various versions of the miniature footage, we place fire and smoke in there, we end up manipulating some of the treasure, adding more treasure here and there, and also we can build camera moves into that to help match the camera move of the foreground element where the people are on the blue screen.
What John Turteltaub was looking for was an ooh-ah reaction from the audience when Ben lights those fire troughs and the room finally gets lit up and you see the treasure. And I think it really works well in the movie.
It's a fantasy, but at the same time, it's taken us to all these wonderful places that are part of American history.
Treasure hunting is a big deal still today. Getting into all that was fantastic.
What's really interesting is that this is in our backyard.
And there were these treasures that were hidden away and have been lost for generations and generations. So they're out there. It's got to find them.